For this chapter exam, I'll be talking about the respiration and the respiratory system. The respiratory system provides oxygen to the body's cells while removing carbon dioxide, a waste product that can be lethal if allowed to accumulate. There are three major parts of the respiratory system: the airway, the lungs, and the muscles of respiration. There are also three functions to the respiratory system. The first one is external respiration. External respiration travels through the nose and mouth into the nasal cavity, past the turbinates, through the nasopharynx, past the glottis, into the trachea, to the bronchi, to the lungs, to the smaller bronchi, to the bronchioles, to terminal bronchioles, to the respirator bronchioles, to the alveolar ducts and the alveoli. The second function is gas transport, which is the distribution from the lungs to the tissues in the blood. The third function is internal respiration, which is the exchange of gases as oxygen and carbon dioxide between the cells of the body and the blood by way of fluid bathing the cells, compared to external respiration. Next, I'll explain the respiratory cycle. These are the events that occur to drive airflow into the lungs. When the diaphragm contracts to expand the thoracic cage and decrease the pressure inside the chest. The inspiration phase is the active contraction of respiratory muscles, and the expiration phase is the elastic recoil of muscles as they snap back into resting place. In lung volumes, tidal breathing is normal, or resting breathing. The tidal volume is the volume of air that is inhaled or exhaled in only a single such breath. In respiratory control, these areas, collectively called respiratory centers, are the medullary inspiratory center, located in the medulla oblongata, generates rhythmic nerve pulses that stimulate contraction of the inspiratory muscles. Lastly, the respiratory system is affected by breathing patterns. These breathing patterns are rate over frequency and depth of breathing, type of exercise, diaphragmic versus coastal breathing, oral versus nasal breathing,